Welcome back, boys. Today we have one from Alpha Central. 26 minutes of American women being shocked at rejection overseas. Let's check it out.
Yo, what's up? Welcome back to Alpha Central. I'm your host, Jack, and today we're taking a look at women begging men to approach women again. Let's jump right in, right after you subscribe, of course.
Disclaimer, this video was made for strictly comedic/artistic purposes. No offense is intended towards any individual featured in this video.
You guys, so I'm at the gym. Go up to her. Go up to the girl that you think is cute because most likely she likes you too. And she's waiting for you to go up to her. So do it.
It's basic.
No. I'm counting my reps, but I don't remember them. I guess I'll just go to failure.
Risk management. One innocent hey or a glance that's a second too long can become a public trial by the internet.
Men aren't approaching women anymore. Not because they're mama's boys, not because they're man-child or scared or whatever it is you call them these days. You know why? Because one wrong word and they're labeled creeps. One compliment and it's harassment. One traditional gestures and they're called so they've learned to leave you alone. Then you wonder why chivalry is dead, why dating apps are the only option. Congratulations, women. We've played ourselves.
Approaching a woman used to take confidence and it was fun. Now you need a user manual, it's pay to play, and it feels like a job interview.
In the span of 24 hours, I had one man tell me that nobody will date a girl with a kid. And then I vented to another guy about the person who said that. And then he told me, no, that's not true. But a man doesn't want to date a girl who's slept with a lot of guys. 2 for 2.
Okay, so who's gonna tell her we're not trying to date women who cry on TikTok for attention? The quiet ones are a whole different breed, aren't they?
What's your ideal age in a man?
Preferably older than me, so like 23 maybe.
Ideal race?
Hispanic or Latino, yeah.
Minimum height?
Like 5'9".
Minimum income?
Maybe later in life, like above like 100K or something.
The probability of you finding your ideal man is a 1.5% chance.
Yeah. That's why I have it.
And from that 1.5%, more than half of them are already married, gay, or absolute players. It is what it is.
It's so funny to me when guys are like, girls should approach guys at the gym first, or a girl should make the first move on their gym crush, or the guys in the gym in general first. But to me, in my experience, every time I get near a guy, they literally run away. Like, I could go to a machine right next to them, or like, you know how the squat racks are right next to each other? I could go on one side of the squat rack, and for some reason, I guess they're done with their set or something, but they will literally run off. And that's just my personal experience and from what I've noticed. When I get...
I don't know, you kind of give like the vibe of like, you have like some kind of camera somewhere. Does that make sense? Like, this woman has that vibe. It's like, you already know. You see this woman in the gym and you're like, oh, dude, where's the camera?
close to someone at the gym, whether it's a guy or a girl. Most of the time, if it's a girl, they're pretty receptive. Like, I think girls are getting more comfortable in the gym, especially if there's another girl around, like, you feel a little bit more comfortable. But I've noticed that when I get close to a guy, if I'm working on a machine next to him or if I'm on a squat rack or whatever, they will literally pack up their and go, or they will just like completely turn aside and not even pay attention to you. Like, they will literally do everything they can to avoid eye contact. So it's like, it's really hard to actually go through with that when it's not very receptive, you know? And it's like, I don't want to chase them down at the same time. Like, I don't want to force.
I don't know any of the situation, but then you kind of just have to focus on what you can control. First of all, gym is a bad place. Don't approach people in the gym. Like, let them fucking work out. There's so many other places to do it. But you know, you need to kind of max out and just control what you can control. What is in your control, and that is you. Are you receptive? Like, do you smile? Like, or do you know, look approachable? Do you max that out, right? Or do you have like a mean ass fucking face? No man wants to approach that.
Anything.
No man wants to approach a bitch.
I feel like, I don't know.
Lady, I'm no scientist, but do you think it could possibly have something to do with the huge tripod and camera you take to the gym with you?
You need help practicing
Damn, bro. I knew it.
CPR. Like you need a dummy to practice on.
No.
Well, help. I need CPR. You can't help me?
No, I cannot.
But don't lifeguards help people?
We do, but you need to be dying.
I do think my heart will stop if I don't get your number, so that counts.
Honestly, the bar is so low when it comes to flirting with women. This one was kind of okay.
Okay, this might be an unpopular opinion, but I don't see anything wrong with dressing for the male gaze. I don't. I'm not a lesbian. Why would I want to dress for women? No offense. If I'm attracted to men, why wouldn't I dress or want to dress in a way that attracts men? Explain me that. If I am single, I want to attract men. Doesn't it make sense to dress in ways that they like and in ways that they appreciate? If I'm looking for a man, I enjoy their validation.
You know, you can add other things as well. Please, more women do this. It's like you act in a way that you can keep the man. And maybe delete all social media as well. That would like that would skyrocket you to like top tier S woman. Like top S tier woman, I should say. But nobody will do that.
Not that I need it. Not that I need it, because I got the confidence, you know. However, a girl enjoys a compliment. How do you get those compliments? You dress in a way that they like. I see nothing wrong with that. Why wouldn't I want to do that?
You know, maybe like go around like your local, like, I don't know. Oh, bro, this is kind of, like, I'm just thinking of solutions. It's like, you want compliments. I don't know, go to your local like asylum shelter, like asylum shelter where the migrants are. Go chill around there, and you get like a compliment whether you want it or not, I guess. But other than that, like, you won't get compliments.
And before you come at me for being anti-feminist, relax. I don't care what other people do. I'm just saying I see nothing wrong with it. Why wouldn't I dress to attract the gender that I am attracted to? I don't mind. I like when they look at me. Why wouldn't I want them to look at me? I cannot be the only one. I can't.
This may be a little too much logic and honesty for TikTok. What do you think? I suppose this is what happens when Plan A through W don't work. Approach? You girls look like a headache in heels.
Why are men not confident enough to walk up to women now? Say shout out to the guys who are confident enough to walk up to women. The masculinity on
Kind of like brutal truth is like, guys like me, we're like, dudes do approach. They are like we are like the sleeper agents. Like, we are there, but the mission is not there. Like that objective, like, it's not good enough. Like, we don't just, at least I don't approach like masculine women that give me a fucking headache. Like, I'm not trying to approach these basically dudes. Like, I like feminine women, but like, fuck. I mean, I don't even go out that much, but when I do see it, I immediately.
Earth has diminished drastically that guys don't even come up to you anymore. They'll just stare at you from a distance. As a woman who's trying to embody her feminine energy, you're not gonna catch me going up to the guy. You're just not. We can just stare at each other. Please shout out to the guys who are confident enough to walk up to women, because guys don't do that anymore. If God were to guarantee that your 20th person would be the love of your life, you would be so happy to be rejected by all 19. So why are men not confident enough to walk up to women now? We don't chase. We signal, like, you can come up to me now. Come on, guys, you guys gotta do better.
Careful of women who use "I'm in my feminine" as an excuse to avoid making an effort. That mindset doesn't really disappear.
Someone in the crowd who wants to steal Will away from Logan. Is there a Tess in the crowd? You'll have 1 minute to pitch yourself.
All right,
oh,
Tess.
wow. All right.
What is your pitch to Will?
I'm from a small town in Texas, so maybe there's something there, although I'm not religious. I have a dog. I go outside. That seems like something that you're into. One thing me and Will have common is he threw a fit whenever he didn't get his way, and that's what I do as well.
Wow.
Was it that noticeable?
What is your decision? Tessa or Logan?
I'm gonna go with Tessa.
A Will blindfolds off in 3, 2, 1.
Very pretty.
Thanks. So are you.
Oh, thank you.
And Logan, any departing words for Will?
Yeah, I wish you guys a lot of luck. And I hope that you have
Thank you.
Logan, do you want to join?
Not opposed to that.
Would you actually be interested in that? You could be honest.
Me?
Yeah.
You would like that. Logan, would you be interested in that or not? You could be transparent.
It would be new territory, but get a few drinks and meet anything can happen.
Wow.
More than stealing him, I think Tessa wanted to share him. Man suffering from success.
You're scared because you're.
What is it? Like, what's the worst case scenario? Like,
No,
hey.
exactly. You're not tell yourself. Okay, put your phone down for a second.
Hey, sorry, no, I'm not interested. Or like, hey, sorry, I'm seeing someone.
Okay, imagine he says that. React. Like, what would you think?
At least I'd be like, oh. Okay, I'm gonna go to Soul Cycle now. Girls have been rejected before, right?
Dude, all the time. We get rejected as humans all the time. We face rejection all the time.
I'm gonna do it.
Look, you're a strong-willed woman that is allowed to ask someone out.
Yeah. Okay, I'm gonna do it. All right, you ready?
Ready.
1, 2, 3. I did it.
Where's my soundboard, man?
5 affirmations, 3 deep breaths, 2 tarot card readings, and a therapy session later, she's finally ready to make the first move. I mean, surely those men are intimidated. That's probably what it is.
You're smashing a lot of dudes. Like, do you have a type?
Anyone's welcome in this hole.
Anyone. Mad ting.
I think he's a gaslighter. Anyone.
Big man ting, like...
18, 80, fat, skinny, big, small.
Smeggy gal. Asylum seeker man, them man?
Yeah. I will take anyone. They can seek asylum in my...
Big man ting. Refugee gal. So like, you see how we got mad people coming to the country and that?
Yeah.
I feel like they know they're getting like a free yard, free money, and they get to if a white woman, bruv. Like, wouldn't you come over?
I would be there in a minute.
Big men ting from the wars are smashing a lot of dudes. Like, do you have a type?
Anyone's welcome.
Anyone. Mad ting.
I think he's a gaslighter. Anyone.
Big man ting, like...
That is a wild thing to brag about. Then again, I believe it.
Personally, for me, I want to get married, and that's okay. But I'm also getting the comments about, oh, well, y'all said don't approach us. It's also probably the way you guys approach us. Like, if we're dancing with our homegirls, and you just, like, come up on us and, like, just start, like, doing weird things, of course we're going to be, like, weird about it. Y'all used to send us drinks. Now y'all just stare at us from across the room and think that we have to approach y'all. What? No. Y'all can ask for our numbers, ask if we want to go out. If y'all get rejected, that's fine. That's normal, that's human life. But at least you went up and did it. At least you got out of your comfort zone and approached the lady. I mean, we can approach y'all too, but usually we don't, because I don't know. I know we're young in term, but at some point, us females and men will come to terms of maybe it's both sides. But one thing I know for now is, ladies, we need to stop giving these men anything. Don't give them nothing.
Most dudes will never get approached by a woman, I would say. And even if you do, if you have had that experience, which happened to me, like, I don't know, like very rarely, like 2 times, I think. Two or three. Yeah, let's say 2. The last woman that approached me, like, you can kind of like imagine the type of woman that approaches a man. Like, this woman was like fully sleeved up, tattooed up, piercinged up. Like, I don't see these people often, but one of these people approached me, and yeah, I mean, it went nowhere. Like, I was just not interested. But damn.
Because obviously there's still women out there hooking up with people, and that's why I'm getting all the bad men. We just need to stop, as girls, stop hooking up with men. Stop it, so that they can finally get their act right. Please, us as women, don't do anything with men.
Hold on, let's listen to that again.
Because obviously there's still women out there hooking up with people, and that's why I'm getting all the bad men.
So the real reason you get all the bad men is people are smashing too much? What in the lack of accountability is this?
You know, I wish I knew this in my 20s. If you give a man peace, he will give you whatever you want. Just as simple as that. What a concept.
Peace, respect, food, and some quality time together. That's really all it takes.
Are you dressed like this for yourself, or is it because you want guys to hit on you?
For myself and for guys to hit on me, because it is a loaded question, but it's both, because I dress like this because it makes me feel good, and I feel like I look good for me, and I want to look good for, you know, to get a guy's attention. Sure, why not? Who doesn't like attention?
Who doesn't like attention? Well, it's refreshing to hear a woman being honest about this. If that's not true love, I don't know what is.
A violation. That's very muggy. That's like a statement saying, you're a prick. I'm not going to let someone take me for a prick. No way.
Imagine being so privileged and entitled, you get mad when strangers don't spend money on you.
If I were single in Charlotte, North Carolina, here is where I would go. In the mornings, I would go to the Not Just Coffee in Atherton Mills, grab your coffee, preferably if you can stay longer and like work there or something. During the day, around lunchtime, I would go to Rhino Market in South End and get lunch. A lot of guys either work from there or they go there during their lunch break. I would walk or run on the rail trail between the hours of like 6 p.m. and 8 p.m. during the weekdays. I would go grocery shopping at Publix or Harris Teeter between the hours of like 3 and 5 p.m. on Sundays. Going out to bars can really be hit or miss because it depends on the crowd, but I think the best options are Selwyn Pub, Canopy, QC Poorhouse, and Sycamore. And I would work out either at the Dowd YMCA or go to one of those.
We've seen it multiple times, but it's kind of sad how these women, all they think about is men. How to get men, how to keep like men. It's like that's all they think about. And yeah. I mean, it's just gonna get more and more of it. Looking at the stats, I can't quite remember them, but a lot of women are gonna be single and childless in the future. Yeah.
Boot camp classes like F45 that is more like geared towards men. And if you're thinking, oh, but guys still don't talk to me, do what you can. Make eye contact, smile. Yes, even in those public places where you feel like it might be awkward, a little bit goes a long way. Make yourself approachable. Yes, even in the grocery store.
So, long story short, be at a good place, make eye contact, and be approachable. Lady, how about you just say hi instead?
Is it a red flag if she wants to wear really revealing clothing?
Yes.
Why is that?
Because pretty much she wants attention from a man.
I'll be honest, I'm not pulling the girl like that anyway, so I don't need to worry about that question.
Not in a controlling way. You want to know that like my man doesn't want me to go out wearing nothing.
Because on a normal day you would do that.
No, but like if we go out.
If they dressed just for themselves, they'd be wearing makeup and heels 24/7 at home.
What's the beef? What you have beef with me or what?
I just don't want to talk to you. I'm not interested.
If you sleep around, if you get one of these modern women, the last thing you should do is give a fuck. The thing is, women, I could never put up with it, but it's like they'll try to like test you and like shit test or whatever the fuck you want to call it. Is like they're just gonna do crazy shit to kind of just see and gauge your reaction. And what you should always do if you want to keep them, these women, is you should not give a fuck. Oh yeah, like if she says like, oh yeah, I want to go with my girlfriends to this party and like be out all night, this is what you do. You're just like, okay, go do that. I don't give a fuck. Oh, I want to wear this to meet my guy friend. Yeah, whatever, do it. Because if you know this woman is just like, you know, a sleeper, if you're not serious about this woman at all, you should not give a fuck. Because even if you give like a slight fuck, the woman will just disappear. Gone. And then suddenly, boom, you're there with no woman. And I mean, hopefully you have a roster. But a quick way to lose a woman in the modern world is to give a fuck. Because when you don't give a fuck, the woman is gonna be like, what the fuck? He doesn't give a fuck. I'll guess I'll move crazier in the bed. I guess I'll cook better food. I guess I'll treat him better with respect. Like it's so stupid, but that shit works, man.
Why are you not interested in me tonight?
I ain't been interested in you any night. What do you mean tonight?
Why are you so mean to me? What did I do to you?
You not my woman.
I know I'm not your woman.
What you talking about? Why am I so
I'll never be your woman. I'll never date African men.
Who do you date?
I date African men. I date white men. I date doctors, lawyers, investors. You know, those type.
One that was the prisoner. What race was he?
The one who was real good to me in the bedroom.
Yeah, that we've talked about multiple times. What
the
race?
street dude. The street dude.
Yeah, the street dude. What race was
but
he?
I don't want to be with him no more.
What race was he?
He was Black American, but I don't want to be with him no more. I need a man to penetrate my mind. I don't need to get spicy time every time or down. What is called D down every time.
Yeah, it's like there's a reason why there exist dudes that have no ambition, no job, these bums, right? But they get these women and they smash them so good that they get like the woman lets them borrow their car, that lets them fucking sleep over, basically move in if you have that good of a dick, basically.
I need to date and be more advanced. I need to go after men who are attracted to me, spiritually, mentally, emotionally, financially.
Why is it that y'all always get on this higher level after you done been tore up by the street dude? After he done tore up your cootie cat, then y'all want to get on the higher level. Why is it always the case? Why don't y'all think higher?
It was always
hold on, I'm asking a question. Why don't y'all think higher before the street dude then wore your cootie cat out?
Okay, here's the thing. My cootie cat is not worn out. So anyways, it's not worn out. It's not worn out. Because I had men who was doing voodoo on my just to keep me around. But anyway, that's another subject.
For someone who claims to date so many professionals, you'd think she could find herself a dentist, or at least a therapist.
Y'all think I'm Drake? You know me, bro. I'm Drake.
I don't even think Drake would want it.
How should a guy know if a girl genuinely likes him or if she just wants attention?
Okay, that's a great question. Easily. If you have to spend money on a woman, she's not the one. If you can go hang out with her and just spend quality time, that's a wonderful woman.
I definitely know girls who like just want attention from guys.
It's hard to tell because it's really easily confused, I find. Because once they get attention, I don't even know when I want to.
From a little experience I have from seeing close up relationships, because I have some weird positions where I kind of see dynamics between people, and of course I've had my own women. There's kind of like this awkwardness that you can see, which people don't see. and it's like the woman, you'll know when she goes all in. Like that shit is just obvious. But
Relationship or when I want attention. Like the girls don't even know.
This right here is why you don't ask a fish how to catch fish. You ask a fisherman. I'm thinking it's gotta be an endangered species.
So this girl who was sitting there making the world's angriest face says, "Can you believe it? I'm sitting here alone at Beer Garden in Boston and not a single guy has come up to me."
Bro, I telling you, bro, I see like 1,000 of these women just sit there, fucking mean ass look in their face and eyes. I was like, bro, what the fuck? And then I see some tourists with like awe and like just straight awe in their eyes, bro. I mean, that's like, boom. That's so much better.
What the heck? I love this thing that girls do whenever I do see the occasional video of a girl that's like, "Can you believe it? Like, no guys are talking to me." Like, they make it seem like they don't also have a mouth. Because, of course, several people made the comments that I'm about to make, but one person said, "Why would someone want to bother a stranger?" And she says, "I believe it's called socializing. I could be wrong." Says the person who won't get up and talk to anybody. And then there's actually a girl in the comments that says, "Yeah, socializing has gone down the drain, unfortunately. Have you tried speaking to anybody? Are you just going to sit there angry with your beer in your hand and then make a TikTok, saying that you never got approached?" This reminds me a lot of the video where that girl was complaining that nobody helped her move her furniture when she was, like, I guess, like, just struggling carrying her furniture and there was men around, and then she acted like she physically doesn't have a voice and couldn't be like, "Hey, can you help me?" Like, these girls will sit there angry making a TikTok sipping their beer instead of just going up to somebody and saying like, "Hey, what's your name?" You do understand a large reason why men aren't approaching is because we have been told that a lot of women don't want us to speak to them, so we're just being safe. I don't know why so many girls are so embarrassed to have to just say a couple words first instead of making a TikTok about it. To answer your question, yes, I absolutely believe that nobody approached you at Beer Garden. I wouldn't expect anything less.
She's giving me approach me so I can go viral calling you a creep energy. Why would any man sign up for that? Since when is begging from across the room considered a flex?
You said what? You like my hair? I like your hair too. What I'm doing? I'm about to go get some food. Why, you giving me some food? Right, yeah, real nice and quiet. But like I was saying, I love when I wake up and put nothing on and still look like that bitch. Like, you know you a bad when you wake up like this and you just gotta go to the store real quick just to go pick up something and go back to your bed because you like, look at this. I ain't gonna lie, I look like I put something on, right? Let me show y'all. Oh my God, I'm so sorry. I'm always embarrassing myself. They was looking at me. I know they like the show.
I'm all for confidence, but when is it too much confidence?
I don't cry on the internet anymore because I think it's embarrassing and I think it's stupid, but I don't think it's embarrassing or stupid to cry over the man that you were in love with. And I want to do nothing but good by that man. I have done in the past that I'm so ashamed of and embarrassed, and it's come back around and it's costing me my relationship. It's putting a strain on my relationship, on a relationship that I care more about than anything else. I would sacrifice most of the things that I have in this life for the love that this man gives me. And I'm so sorry to him that I'm having to put him through this. And I don't want to. I just want to be all for him. I have eyes for just that man that no one else, no other man exists to me.
No other man exists to me? Okay, what happened here?
On March 10th, a video surfaced online showing masked Manchester rapper Meeks seemingly without his usual face covering. In the footage, a woman was seen sitting on his lap, and fans quickly identified her as popular TikTok influencer Claudia. Known not only for her own online presence, but also for her high-profile relationship with Birmingham rapper D Green, Claudia faced immediate backlash as users began questioning her loyalty.
Essentially, the reason I'm even posting this is because I've publicly embarrassed the man I love. I've publicly embarrassed him. I've hurt his pride.
I shouldn't even have to say this, but if your girl is sitting on another man's lap, she's not your girl.
The fact that there are so many women on social media demanding a good man, but yet nobody has the balls to tell them that if you want a good man, you have to become a better woman. That, to me, is humorous. Like, you want a man that's gonna treat you like a princess, right? But you don't know how to treat him like a king. In fact, that very sentiment probably pissed off half the female population because the ideology of being nice to a man nowadays just makes you a pick-me. No, the reality is that most women want a good man until they realize that they have to be a better woman. Then they settle for less. Then they say, like, good men is boring. You need to stop nagging. You need to stop being selfish. You need to stop being self-centered. And you need to get out of your high horse and think about somebody else, okay? Because if you don't, you're just gonna end up alone with a bunch of cats, and it's gonna be very ironic. For you, not for me. And the mere fact that this video has pissed off so many women already just goes to show that I'm right. But you know what else I am? Engaged, and you're not.
True, you don't get to call yourself a queen while treating your man like an unpaid intern. Well, you've got to learn how to speak our love language.
At this point, y'all are choosing to be naive and not seeing the signs that someone doesn't like you. I just watched the video and y'all are talking about it seems like you have to beg someone to take you on a date. Why would you have to beg someone to take you on a date? If someone isn't willing to hang out with you outside of a house, why would you think they still like you? What is going on in your head that makes you think that they like you? And if they do take you on a date, but then it makes it seem like they're like waving the carrot, trying to make you chase after it, or hang the dollar in front of you, trying to chase after it just for a date. Why do you think they like you? Dating is not hard. Planning a date, figuring out what to do, being creative. To me, in my opinion, it's not a hard thing to do. But when I hear you guys talk about, oh, it's like I have to beg for a date, why would you talk to someone that you have to beg from a date from? It sounds like you're thirsty in the situation and you're chasing after someone. Why are y'all chasing after someone? Why are you chasing after someone that doesn't want to take the time out to take you on a date? Make it make sense.
Like ladies love to say, if he wanted to, he would. And he doesn't.
Excuse me, do you like water?
Yeah, I love water.
Well, that's crazy because I'm actually 60% made of water.
Well, that makes me 60% thirsty for you.
I don't really know what to say now.
Well, I'll give you my number. I'll call you to quench my thirst.
Ah, reverse Uno Riz. It's rare to find it in the wild.
Damn.
Hello?
Hi, I just seen that you were in and I wanted to welcome you to the neighborhood, and I had a piece of pie. I didn't know if you were home or not.
Of course you had a piece of pie.
Yeah, my wife's not home right now, but I'm available.
Okay, perfect. That's fine.
I'll come let you
This has to be fake.
in then.
The real question is, who'd risk their marriage for that? Sadly, more guys than you'd think. You
Anyway, boys. Ooh, I hope you guys enjoy this one. I catch you boys on the next one. Take care of yourself.